The student expectation is when they walk in the room, they organize their belongings and they took a look at the smartboard. On the smartboard, they're going to see an agenda that looks like this. We put the day, the date, and we list the homework with the class announcements and any due dates, and then they have a starter. You'll also see an overview, so if they're curious what's happening in class, they can look at the learning targets in the agenda as well. The expectation is that they write their homework down, and then they look at the announcements, all of which I will go over, and then they begin the starter. What I do is the attendance first by asking the attendance question, and then when I'm finished, I will read the homework out loud, ask if there's any questions, go over any announcements, and then we will together complete the starter or answer any questions that were there before we begin the class activities. What you'll notice on the agenda are these little emblems that say the Google Classroom icon and then the Schoology icon. This helps show students where to go. So for example, let's say my starter is to work on my vocabulary worksheet and it's located in Google Classroom. I'm going to go to Google Classroom and then I'm going to find my class. When I first go in, I'm going to press Classwork because that's where all the information's organized. You can see we have reading at the top, any questions I asked the class, our writing section, our survival and wilderness section, and then finally our vocabulary section at the bottom. So the starter was to, if we go back, was to work on your mind-blown word, on your vocabulary. So students would come to here and then they would see, and here's all of our vocabulary resources for the week. Here's their ticket. There's the vocabulary slide. There's our Quizlet for them to practice. And then here's the teacher example. The one tricky part for the students is they will need to press View Assignment in order to view their assignment. This doesn't show up on theirs for some reason. And then I would open that, or if that was mine, press View Assignment and then open and begin the starter. Let's say your child is absent or comes home and says they don't understand what to do. An helpful trick that I've tried to, well, I guess something I've tried to make helpful is that you can go to Schoology, go to Language Arts, and you're going to see Q1 Agenda. And this is just a link to what I've already shown you, our agenda. Open this agenda. And then from here, there's one button I want to show you to make it bigger. So you don't have to be stuck in here. You can press this button and it will open it in a new tab and it'll make the screen bigger. And then you just find what we're doing for the day. So finally, let's say that you are looking at the agenda, you don't understand what's going on, your child doesn't understand what's going on. You then can shoot to your email or tell your child to shoot to your email, and your child can compose an email for me. So you can say to Ms. Crosby, and then you can always teach your child how to CC you. So this kind of lets your child advocate for themselves, but then you're also kind of aware of what's happening and you can see my reply. And I might say help with homework. And then you might help your child or just tell your child to send me an email. Dear Ms. Crosby, I am looking over the agenda and I don't understand the homework for tonight. I can't find my Quizlet to study my vocabulary. Or your email could say something, well, let's finish this one, sincerely me. Or you could say something like, I am feeling really overwhelmed, see if I can spell whelmed right, and confused in class. Do you think we could meet and talk? Or whatever it is the need is, and then I'm happy to see that and get back to you as soon as possible. The last thing I want you to do is to stress, or your child to stress, about what's happening. So I always say when you feel overwhelmed or you don't understand what's happening, you've tried these resources, you've gone to Schoology, you've looked at the agenda, just shoot me an email and I'm happy to sit with the child and take it from there. I hope this explains a little bit more about our classroom. Thanks so much.